If you heard that print on demand is super easy, that it's passive income, plug and play, and that you can make thousands of dollars almost immediately, you've been lied to. If there was one thing that I wish everyone knew about print on demand, it would be that print on demand is a fulfillment model. It is not a business model. And that's why in this video, I'm breaking down exactly why print on demand is only a fulfillment model, why there's been so much confusion around this topic, and then breaking down the two business models that actually use print on demand for fulfilling their products. Because once you understand this distinction, you start to see why all those lies came to be. And you stop expecting print on demand to be this easy, passive thing, and you understand the real work required to actually build a business with it. So with that, let's get into it. Now, to understand why everyone got so hyped about print on demand, you need to know what came before it. Before print on demand, if you wanted to sell physical products, you pretty much had two options, and both sucked. Option one, you could buy inventory in bulk. Now, this is what a lot of companies like to do. Take Lululemon, for example. They order thousands of units at a time from manufacturers, but that means thousands of dollars up front. You have to have minimum order quantities of 500, 1,000, even more units. Storage space to hold it all. Massive risk if you don't sell the inventory. Now, most people can't afford that. I certainly couldn't when I was starting out. Now, option two is that you can make everything yourself. So you could buy a printer and print your shirts at home or pour candles by hand. But you're packing every order yourself, driving those orders to the post office to ship. Now, this requires lower upfront costs, but now your time is the cost. You can only scale as much as your time allows, and ultimately you end up burning out. Then print on demand came along and it eliminated both barriers. No capital up front, no inventory, no hours making products. Someone orders, it gets made and then shipped to them. You never touch it. So you can test 10 designs in a day, and if they don't sell, you don't lose anything. But if you do make a sale, then you make profit. And that's revolutionary. And that's why everyone got so hyped. But that one advantage led to a massive misconception. You see, people started saying that print on demand is a business model, that it is a business in a box, essentially, and easy money. But here's the truth. Print on demand handles your fulfillment. That's it. It doesn't find your customers. It doesn't market your products. It doesn't build your brand. You still need a business, and that business needs a business model. So what are the business models that use print on demand for their fulfillment? Well, there's two big ones, and I'm going to break down both for you. The first business model is marketplaces like Etsy and Amazon. They already have traffic. People go there to shop. So you list your products, optimize a listing for their search algorithms, and when people find you, they buy your product. Now, the barrier to entry is low because the platform does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, like finding your traffic, handling the payments, and trust with the customers. But you're competing with everyone. Your competition is literally one click away, which means price wars. $24.99 becomes $19.99, becomes $15.99. Slowly, your margin dies and you don't own the customer. No email, no relationship, can't bring them back to the site to buy more from you. Every day, you are essentially starting from zero. So marketplaces is business model option one, but it's not what I do. I prefer the second business model, which is building your own brand with your own site. So this is essentially what I've been doing now for the past 6 years. I build a branded print on demand store using Shopify. So instead of listing random products on a marketplace, I build a standalone store or a website focused on a specific niche. Think about dog moms, nurses, coffee lovers. I pick one audience and I create a brand that speaks directly to them. Everything is really cohesive, from the designs to the brand voice to the experience. It's not just a product listing, it is truly a brand. And here's what changes when you build a brand. You own the customer. So when someone buys from your Shopify store, you end up getting their email. And that relationship is yours to then nurture and grow, which means when you launch a new design, you can email your list. people will come back and buy from you again. So your customer base starts to grow. Your email list starts to grow. You're not starting from zero every day. You're building an asset that compounds over time. It's exactly how I was able to go from making $1.1 million in sales in 2024 to then $1.8 million in sales in 2025. It's because my email list and my customer base grew significantly, but people came back who had bought from me before. So my lifetime value of my customer has increased over time. And I'm expecting now in 2026 to do even more than $1.8 million in branded print-on-demand sales this year. Now, here's the trade-off for building a brand. See, you have to bring your own traffic. Shopify and other websites don't send customers directly to you. Instead, you have to market your store. And that usually means running ads like Facebook and Instagram, or building an organic following on social media, or utilizing email marketing. See, there's a learning curve, and you need to understand marketing, the message that resonates, how to target your audience. It's more work up front, but it's not easier. It's just different. But here's why it's worth it. You see, you're not competing on price. Your competition isn't sitting right next to you. If your store feels legit, if the branding is strong, if the designs resonate and speak to your customer, people will buy from you. You control the pricing, you control the positioning, you own the customer data. And when they love your brand, they come back, they buy again, and they also tell their friends. Customers from 2024 came back and bought again in 2025. My email list kept growing. My brand got stronger. I'd rather put that work in up front to build something that gets easier over time instead of harder. I'd rather own my customer, control my pricing, and build a long-term asset that increases in value every single year. Think about Lululemon for a second, since we talked about them at the beginning of this video. They started as a yoga brand. They spoke to one specific audience. People who do yoga that want high quality athletic wear that's not going to slip and move while they are working out. That's exactly what we do, but with branded print on demand. We pick a niche, we build a brand around it, we speak directly to that audience. Lululemon manufactures traditionally. So they go out, they find a manufacturer, they do bulk orders, they hold the inventory, send it to their stores or hold them in their fulfillment centers, and then ship them out to you. You're doing the exact same thing, except you are using print on demand for the fulfillment. You're not going out and finding a manufacturer. You're not paying thousands of dollars up front for the inventory. You're not holding the risk of not selling through that inventory. It's the same business model, but a different fulfillment method. You see, you're running the marketing, you're building the brand, you are creating the customer experience on your site. Everything a real brand does. Print on demand just means that you don't need that $50,000 upfront to do it. So if you want to build a branded print on demand store, here's exactly how I would start. First, you want to pick your niche. Don't try to be everything to everyone. I'm talking dog moms, nurses, coffee lovers, teachers. Pick one and go deep, and preferably pick one that you are a part of. Like if you're not a teacher, I wouldn't suggest trying to sell to teachers because you're not going to understand what makes them laugh or the things that really annoy them about teaching elementary school kids. You want to pick a niche that you know a lot about. The more specific you are, the stronger that your brand can be. Now, the next thing that you want to do is set up your Shopify store. And this is where I can help you move a lot faster. You see, my team and I built a free theme builder called Build My POD. It's going to give you a Shopify theme that's 95% pre-configured, specifically for print-on-demand brands. It'll save you hours of setup time, and it's going to get your store up and running faster than figuring everything out from scratch. Again, it's completely for free, so if you want to use it, click the link in the description below. Third, you're going to create designs that speak to your niche. Not designs that you like, but designs that your target customer sees and thinks, that's for me. Then launch and start marketing. This is where most people quit because sales don't immediately start flowing in like everybody has said they would about print on demand. But remember, print on demand is fulfillment. Marketing is our job. Learning how to run ads or building a social following, we need to do that ourselves. So whatever it takes to get people to your store, that's what we need to do. That's the work, but that's also what builds the asset, and that's what creates that compounding effect over time. So what do I wish that everyone knew about print on demand? Well, I wish it was that print on demand is a fulfillment model and not a business model. See, you still need a business on top of all of it. So you can sell on marketplaces where you're competing on price and starting from zero every day, or you can build your own brand where you own the customer, you control the pricing, you build an asset that compounds. Now, for me, brand and print on demand is the obvious choice. It's more work up front, but with systems, it builds a real business long term that you can eventually remove yourself from. Now, if you want to build the right way, grab that free theme at buildmypod.ai or just click the link in the description below. I've also dropped a link to join my free school community with over 23,000 people who are building their branded print-on-demand stores. Now, does print-on-demand work? Absolutely. But it works when you understand what it actually is and you treat it like the real business that it is. So stop looking for easy and start building something real. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It would absolutely mean the world to me. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.